You're watching TMB News. I'm Manju Sukham. Let's have a look at the top stories of the day. Repolling at 6 polling stations in Ukhrul and Senapati were conducted smoothly under tight security measures, ensuring a peaceful electoral process on Tuesday. After the end of voting, voter turnout stood at 81.16%, reflecting a significant participation rate among citizens exercising their democratic right. Authorities were committed to upholding the integrity of the electoral process and ensure that every eligible voter had the opportunity to participate freely and securely. Tension escalated in Kumbi on Tuesday as irate locals, predominantly led by women, engaged in a heated confrontation with security forces in a bid to reclaim arms confiscated from Meti village volunteers during a recent operation. The incident unfolded following the seizure of arms from the volunteers by security forces during an operation conducted the previous night. Fueled by frustration and anger, members of the community, particularly women, took to the streets to demand the return of the confiscated weapons. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on Tuesday extended his greetings to all workers of Manipur ahead of Labor Day, also known as May Day, on Wednesday. In his message, CM Biren stated that the Labor Day is observed to pay respect to all workers and laborers. It was on this day that the working class came together and stood up for their rights. They raised their voices for paid leaves, good wages, and proper breaks. The day also symbolizes the victory of the working class for their struggle to get an 8-hour working day. Rural Development and Panchayati Raj Minister Yumnam Khemchan has also extended his greetings on the occasion. RPI-A candidate Maheshwar Thongnaujam and RPI Athawale Northeast observer Vinod Nikalji have denounced the dastardly attack on CRPF Jawans by Kuki militants in Narain during a press conference on Monday at Dispur Press Club. Maheshwar Thongnaujam and Vinod Nikalji also adamantly condemned the wrongful portrayal in NCERT textbooks incorrectly attributing the origin of Mukna Kangjay to Mizoram when it rightfully belongs to Manipur. Yensembam Ningol Chungkham Ongbi Sangita, a woman scientist from Manipur who has served in the Defense Research and Development Organization for over 3 decades, retires today. She is the wife of retired Colonel Chungkham Joyrat Singh of Wangkhai Thambalkong, Imphal East. Sangita graduated with honors in mathematics from Miranda House and has a post-graduation degree in Operation Research from Delhi University. She commenced her journey with DRDO in 1988 as a Scientist B and attained the position of Scientist G after 36 years of meritorious service. Teams of Imphal East Commando Unit have recovered cache of arms and ammunition from western side of the Mantripukri Bazaar Community Hall near Auto Rickshaw Parking, Imphal East District during a cordon and search operation on Monday. Based on credible input about the presence of weapons and warlike stores, the commando teams conducted a cordon and search operation in Mantripukri Bazaar and its surrounding areas of Imphal East District at around 3 p.m. The Supreme Court transferred the trial of arms theft case against Kuki Revolutionary Army KRA Chief David Hangshing and United Kuki Liberation Front UKLF leader Lunkoson Haokip from Manipur to Assam on Monday. The bench, comprising Justices Abhay S. Oka and Ujjal Boyan, transferred the pending 2018 case to the Special Court NIA in Guwahati. The court on April 22 expressed its readiness to transfer the case out of Manipur to some other jurisdiction. Regarding the same, the court instructed Additional Solicitor General Vikramjit Banerjee to decide upon a place or court outside Manipur on April 29 where the trial could conveniently take place. Following the court's ruling, the ASG on April 29 informed the court that the matter could be transferred to Guwahati. The University Grants Commission National Eligibility Test UGC NET examination has been postponed from 16 June to 18 June this year. The UGC has taken this decision following feedback from the candidates. UGC added that the UGC NET will be conducted in OMR mode across the nation on a single day. The UGC NET is a standardized test to determine the eligibility of Indians national for assistant professor as well as junior research fellowship and assistant professor in Indian universities and colleges. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday doubled down on NCP SP chief Sharad Pawar as he attacked him over the sugarcane farmers' plight. He also attacked the Congress, urging the masses to not vote for a party that is not even contesting the number of seats required to form a government at the center. When a big Maharashtra leader was Union Agriculture Minister, farmers used to make rounds of sugarcane commission for the arrears, PM Modi said at a rally in Maharashtra. PM Modi also attacked former minister and Congress leader Sushil Kumar Shinde. AstraZeneca is being sued in a class action over claims that its vaccine against COVID-19 developed with the University of Oxford caused death and serious injury, including TTS. The pharmaceutical company for the first time admitted in its court documents that its COVID vaccine can cause rare side effects, paving way for a multi-million-pound legal payout, The Telegraph reported on Sunday. It is being sued over claims that its vaccine against COVID-19 caused death and serious injury, including TTS, thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome, which causes people to have blood clots and a low blood platelet count. In badminton, defending champions India have advanced to the quarterfinals of the Thomas Cup, featuring the men with a 5-0 victory against England in the Group C contest in Chengdu, China last night. In the first match, ace shuttler H.S. Pranoy put India into the lead, defeating Harry Huang in straight games 21-15, 21-15. While in the second match, world number 3 duo of Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty defeated Ben Len and Son Vendy 21-17, 19-21, 21-15. In the third match, Kidambi Shrikant stepped up to seal the tie for India in straight games, defeating Nadeem Dawi 21-16, 21-11. In IPL cricket, Kolkata Knight Riders KKR defeated Delhi Capitals DC by 7 wickets at Eden Garden in Kolkata last night. Led by spinner Varun Chakravarti's attacking spell, KKR restricted DC to 153 in 20 overs. KKR's mystery spinner Varun finished with an excellent figures of 3 by 16 in 4 overs, while Vaibhav Arora and Harshit Rana bagged 2 wickets each. Riding on Phil Salt's impressive 68 off 23 balls, KKR overhauled the target, scoring 157 for 3 in 16.3 overs. Skipper Shreyas with 33 and Venkatesh Iyer with 26 remained not out. Today, Lucknow Super Giants LSG will take on Mumbai Indians MI at the Ikana Cricket Stadium in Lucknow. At least 7 northeast states, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Mizoram, Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh are preparing for an extended spell of rainfall and thunderstorm activity over the next 5 days. This was revealed in a latest weather forecast released by the Regional Meteorological Center RMC in Guwahati. The forecast spanning from April 29 to May 3rd anticipates light to moderate rainfall in most areas across the northeast, with the possibility of heavy to extremely heavy downpours at isolated locations. The forecast attributes the weather pattern to a cyclonic circulation persisting over northeast Assam and its vicinity, situated between 1.5 and 3.1 km above mean sea level.